Hi there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 49 of our Supersize You annual challenge. Today we are talking about, of course, all this month, confidence and how we can improve and increase and build confidence so we show up in the world the way we want to show up in the world. Today's topic is confident communication. So we're going to talk about things like the word like I just used like as a filler word. I was thinking my improvement area is to stop using like just this or just that, and I use a lot of filler words, so I'm going to do our action item today right along with everyone else. So confidence in our communication comes about when we are clear, concise, we slow down, we listen actively, we have a two-way or more communication. We're not just spewing out things. Although authority would have us believe that it is us just sharing our ideas and sharing our thoughts. But it's more than that. Communication and confident communication shows when we act as if and have the ability to listen to other people's point of view and perspective, and then respect that whether we would agree with it or not. Filler words like like, or just long pauses or tripping over our tongue, which I do on occasion still, show that we're less confident about the thing that we're talking about or not. Now, just because I talk that way does not mean I'm not confident about my topics. I've been doing this. This is my 9th year every single day. So I think I missed 2 days. One for I had no voice, and one for COVID. I was coughing so much and my eyes were running down my face, watering down my face. I could not get words out on those 2 days. I'm like, okay, well, that's just crazy. So I didn't show up those days because I wouldn't have shown up with authority. If I'm hacking up a lung, I don't know that that has a whole lot of authority associated with it. So we want to look for filler words in our conversations. We want to make sure we're not negating the authority that we have by using words that soften our message. Sometimes we need to soften our message, because we've got something hard to deliver. Other times we just do it out of habit. We say sorry all the time. I don't know, but I know a whole lot of people, me included, and I noticed it in my 2-year-old granddaughter, which woke me up to it, and I became really aware of it. I noticed that she was saying sorry for things all the time. She still apologizes for things all the time, and I'm working with her on that because she's just apologizing for getting her personal basic needs met and for things that aren't her responsibility. And I know 100% she got that from me, because I do that all the time still, yet I am making sure I stop doing that because it gives away my personal power and authority, and it gives away it looks like I'm not confident when I'm pretty darn confident. So today for an action item, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to turn off my alarm. We are going to record ourselves. If you've never recorded yourself, or you don't have a recording of yourself, today get out your phone, push voice record, and talk about something you like and are passionate about and are authoritative about, something you know a lot about. It can be a hobby. It can be anything. It can be absolutely positively anything. Just talk for like a minute or two about it. Then go back and listen to it. How many disqualifiers do you use? How often do you soften the blow of the message that you're trying to deliver, or minimize the importance of the thing that you're trying to communicate? How fast are you speaking? How slow are you speaking? I am a fast speaker. I talk fast. I actually have to slow it down for my videos because otherwise, blah, 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 blah. And we're all different. We speak at different paces, right? In the morning, I'm pretty excited and fired up, and so I tend to speak a little quickly. I don't think very many people would ever listen to my videos on double speed. I like to listen to recordings and things on double speed, or at least 1.75, to go through them fast, because there's way more material in the world that I want to absorb and have access to than I could possibly ever actually personally synthesize or go through. So I listen to things on fast speed. But there's some people that talk so quickly, like I do, that I can't listen to that. I have to listen to them at the regular one pace. So we're going to look at that. We're going to look for our language. We're going to look for our speed. We're going to look for our pacing. We're going to look for the use of filler words. And there's a whole lot of filler words. You can make almost anything a filler word and make it your own, but that's not necessarily a good thing. And then we're going to look for different, I'm going to call it apologetic ways of phrasing things. Oh, sorry for interrupting you. Just have a moment of your time. Oh, this isn't that important, but anything like that, we want to stop talking that way because it gives away our personal power, it gives away our authority. And chances are it isn't because you're not confident, but that is how the other person often perceives it. So do this exercise today. Share in the comments below just a sentence or two about how you made it feel, and then commit to one way you're going to improve your speaking with authority. Mine is to take out filler words like just, like, I think I've tried to get rid of for the most part, but I do catch myself doing it every once in a while. All right, any questions about this? Hit me up and ask. Otherwise, you can think of our reflective questions today, which I did not share, which I'm going to quickly share. What speech patterns make you sound less authority and less like you actually are? I can't even talk. Let me grab a magnifying glass. There we go. What speech patterns make me sound less confident than I actually am, right? And depending on the situation, I don't know about you, but in different situations, I'm sure I come off as less confident than I actually am and actually feel, or less competent than I actually feel. And I can't think of very many situations where I want that to be, although there are situations where I do choose that. A second reflective question: who do I know that speaks with authority and I love the way they speak and it just resonates with me? And what do they do differently than I do? Pay attention. Next time you see them, next time you hear them speak, next time you watch them, if it's an influencer or somebody online, what are they doing differently than you are? I already know what some of my favorite people do differently than I do, and I know I should be doing it from a communication and marketing standpoint, but it feels yucky to me, so I don't do it. That's my excuse for not doing it. I may test it out and tweak it. That might be something I work on this week, because I know it's powerful, and the reason they all do it is because it works. And do I just want to say I don't want to look like everybody else, so that's why I'm not doing it? Probably not the best reason, right? It's things like having people repeat a word, having people comment a specific word a lot, getting them engaged in the conversation and physically participating. And I understand psychologically why we do all those things, but it feels inauthentic to me, so I push back on it, but I'll test it. And then, how would people receive your ideas? So ask yourself, how would people receive my ideas if I communicated with more authority and more conviction, more clearly and concisely? I will tell you, one of the best things you can do is respect your time and other people's time by explaining things simply, getting to the point, asking for what you want, and not adding all the narratives and BS and fluff to your communication. This is one of my personal pet peeves. I'll do anything for anybody, but I want them to get to the point. I want them to directly communicate what it is that they need, want, and desire. I don't want them beating around the bush and giving me the whole background of their, 55 years of life or whatever. And I am trying not to do that as well, because sometimes we just word vomit on people. And that by the time that we get to asking for what we really need or want or desire, the person's usually off in la la land, right? So be more confident by being direct with what it is that you need and want. All right. Any questions? Hit me up. Otherwise, have an awesome day, and I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.